What is up? Welcome back to my channel and thank you for subscription and everything. Today we're going to be talking about how I flipped this 1998 Toyota Corolla from $2,100 to $3,200. Yes, I did it. Zero mechanical issue, zero collision, nothing. This video is basically how you can make money doing what you love, flipping cars. A lot of people like to watch movies in their leisure. People like to go to the park with their family and do all those nice, good stuff. Of course, there's nothing wrong with all of those. But for me, my leisure is just finding cars to sell. Like, that's what I just love to do. I'm a very busy person. I really don't have time to work on cars, but I have people set aside to do that for me. And I still I still earn my profit from flipping cars. Just dive into how I got about this 1998 Corolla with a very, very low mileage. I mean, not low, but decent for a Corolla, man. I mean, you can never be wrong with a Corolla. Even the newer models, like not like the mid-year, like between the 2005 and 2008, even with high mileage around 250, some of them miles, almost 280,000 miles, they're selling for even a higher price. But this is a 1998 and it has just 90-something thousand miles on it. That's it on the screen. And so how did I go about this car? Again, marketplace. I found this car on marketplace. The same tactics I did. I told you guys in the Elantra video. I did the same tactics. I told you guys this tactics works for me all the time, every single time, guys. Of course, I did the same thing. I knew this car was a steal. This guy wants $2,200 for the car. So again, I reached out to him on Facebook, on marketplace. Hey, how you doing? I'm really interested in your car. I am a very serious buyer. Please, can you call me, or you can send me your contact, whichever is comfortable for you. Please let me know. So he was like, okay, sure, send me your number. I sent him my number and immediately he called me back. He called me. So of course, my usual question, just tell me a little bit about this car. I knew my goal already. So I just said, hey, tell me, I mean, how long have you had this car? He was like, hey, it's owned by my mother-in-law and she's 60 plus years old, and she just don't driving cars. We don't want her to. She keeps bumping those things, and we think that she just needs to just relax right now. We want to sell the car. The car is garage kept and it has zero mechanical issues. The only thing you need to do is just an oil change and that's it. So I said, okay, awesome. I am interested in the car. However, I do not have $2,100, but I am willing to. I don't have $2,200. Sorry, guys. But I have $2,100 with me. So like, well, a lot of people are eating me up. They really wanna come buy the car right now, and I'll probably just pause for a little bit to see if anyone was gonna give me my accent. As a matter of fact, I have two people I have one person right now who is driving to me, and another person who says if the other person doesn't come, that he's gonna buy the car. So I basically asked the one driving to me to buy the car. I said, hey, I understand, but this is it. I am a serious buyer. I tell you, as a matter of fact, do you have a Zales or Cash App? She's like, yes, I have Zales. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna send you $100 right now just to keep the car pending. Is that okay with you? Just to tell you how serious I am, because some of them tell you they're gonna show up, but they never show up, and that's true. A lot of people tell you they're coming right now to buy your car, but you never see them again. So he was like, yeah, that's true. So he was like, okay, that's fine, okay by me. He sent me his details. I sold him $100, and immediately he confirmed the payment. The car was pending immediately. So the next day was on the weekend. So the next day I just went straight to him with my wife. Of course, she's my buddy that I just drive with so that I can drive the other car and she can drive our car home, the other one we came in. So we got there, we met at the gas station. I did a run through. I looked at the engines and the hood and everything. The car was good to go, and I given the rest in cash. So $2,100, we have a deal. Smooth drive home, guys. I test drove the car for a little bit, but it's a Corolla, man. What can I say, man? I've used a Corolla before, so some of those cars I've used before. It might not be the same year, but I know the kind of issues they will have. And like I told you in the previous video on the Hyundai, the previous video about the Hyundai, You do not want to gamble. If you want to do the tactics I use, like sending them the money, but make sure that it's as minimum as possible. That even though they're gonna, I mean, worst case scenario, they run with your money, but you won't feel, even though it's gonna be painful, but you won't really feel the pressure that you've been scammed, if you will. However, before I do that, of course, I have their number. I have their address with me before I'll tell them to send. Before I can send them the money, the part payment for the car. So I love the car. Pay the cash. I drove straight to the house. Of course, like usually when I buy cars, when I know that they have no issues, I go do. I do a drive-through car wash, like a wash and go. I vacuum. I make sure that everything in the car is well presentable for marketplace. So now, this is another thing that I use. When you buy a car from marketplace, especially when you buy a car the same day, do not just, I see a lot of people do this all the time. And because I'm constantly on marketplace, I see cars that were sold, and after less than 24 hours, the car is posted back for a higher price. No, you lose your momentum immediately, because a lot of people have seen this car and you are posting it again for a higher price. People will know you're just trying to, like, oh, this person is just, no, don't do that. Don't do that. Just build your momentum. So I posted the car after 2 weeks. I mean, I just let the car sit for a little bit. So when I'm ready to sell, I go do the washing and vacuuming and everything just to have the car presentable. So, and after 2 weeks, I posted the car for sale on Marketplace. And guys, I kid you not, it's a low mileage Corolla, and immediately I posted it the night before. I sold this car in 48 hours. So I posted it the night before I sold it, and before I woke up in the morning, I posted it around like maybe 9 p.m., between 9 and 10 p.m. before I went to sleep. This was recent though. And I woke up the next day and my messenger was full with messages of people who want to buy the car. Is it available? How much do you want for it? Of course, some people were trying. I listed it for $3,200. So a lot of people will lowball you when you post anything on Marketplace. So make sure that you're aiming high, so that even if anybody will lowball you, you are meeting them at the midpoint, basically. So before the next, when I woke up the next day, I had like over 40 messages. Before the evening, because I didn't even reply to anyone because I was preparing for work. Before I came back in the evening, I had over 1,000 views already. 40 people saved up the message just to like watch, like a watch list basically. There's a way you can do that on Facebook Marketplace. You can just tag just watch the car so that you can just see if the car was sold or not, basically. So, and I just felt, now I'm kind of like confused. Like, okay, people were lowballing me. I didn't even reply to those ones who were lowballing me because I'm not ready to do a lowball, because I know this car is like a steal. It's really, really rare for you to find a car in such decent shape, the mileage, for especially a whole year, for that price. And this lady just did the same. So the same tactics I used, someone else did it for me. And this lady, she's actually a family. She wanted the car for the daughter. So she was like, hey, how you doing? I'm really interested in the car. This is my number, and please can you call me? So I knew that's a serious person right there. So I called her immediately. No, she told me, I'm going to send you my husband's number. Please talk to him. He's really interested. We want to get this car for our daughter. So they called me. He called me rather. Then we're talking on the phone. He's like, hey, my wife saw this car on Facebook Marketplace and we're really interested. But are you going to be around tomorrow for me to come check out the car? I said, no way. You cannot, like, I don't want to wait till tomorrow before I sell the car. I want a car today. I want to sell the car today. So he was like, well, I'm quite some distance away from you. I'm driving from Louisiana, and I buy and sell, I don't know, whatever. But if you want it today, my wife will drive to you. Like, okay, I'm gonna just wait for you, hopefully, but I'm not gonna reply no messages, but you need to give me your word that you're gonna come today. And she said, yes, my wife is gonna come today to pick up the car. So then she 2 calls. She said she leaves work at 7 p.m. So I sold the car 8 p.m. Yeah, she said she's gonna leave work by 7 p.m. to drive to me. And of course, she was going on to pick up her daughter. So she picked up the daughter to drive to me. So they drove to me. She came. She didn't even look. You know, guys, you can tell when people are serious, when people are really serious to buy a car. Like when you know that you're giving them a very good offer and a good deal, they know it's a steal. She just said, I like the car and I want it. So immediately she zelled me the part of the money and she gave me the rest in cash. And I'm like, yeah, deal. So while we're doing that, the husband also arrived. And she was like, thank you so much for keeping this car for us. My daughter got into a wreck and we just want a basic car that she's going to use before she go to college and everything. And we think this is the right car. I'm like, yeah, you're going to enjoy this car. No check engine, perfect condition. The car was used by an older lady. So the car has maintenance. And I pulled up the Carfax report just to tell them that the mileage is actually accurate. So, deal, $3,200. That's my accent. And they gave me the pay cash. They pay part cash, and she sent the rest to me. Of course, $3,200, and that's how I was able to flip that for $3,200 in 2 weeks. I bought the car in 2 weeks, and I sold it. And of course, that's it. More tips coming your way. I'm going to tell you guys how to get this done. This is easy. You really do not have to be mechanically inclined before you can flip cars. You do not, guys, you don't need to. You can just start this. You can just start making money just flipping cars in days, weeks, if you will. So that's how I got this deal. That's what I sold it for. And see you in my next video.